Hello and welcome. My name remains Joe Vika and I am broadcasting from Joe Vika TV. I want to use this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you to this wonderful broadcast. We're not going to take your time because I'm here with a big masquerade. To some people, they will say to a rebel. To some people, will say life with saboteur. To some people, life with a controversial social media influencer. Whatever interpretation on them we want to give him, that is up to. But for me, he's a big masquerade, and it's not easy to have him around because something brought us together. I don't agree with all he does, but I agree with something he does. By the course of this discussion, you'll be able to know where we agree and where we don't agree. One thing with me, I can fall out with you in anything, but that does not change the fact that you are still my brother. Except your whatever generate into something, I don't know what to call it, then I don't know. I'll have to be very careful with you. Let me take a short break. Let me take a breather, and I will come back and we'll go live together with my brother and my friend, Ijele Speaks, Chukwuka Oforegbu. If you have not started following us on this channel, you are not helping yourself. Just do this. Remember, I said if you no get information, you are already deformed. Please don't be deformed. Let's go.
If you no get information, you are already deformed. Why not go to your YouTube? Joe Vika TV. You want them for Facebook? Joe Vika TV. Instagram and Twitter. Joe Vika TV. Abi you want them for TikTok? Joe Vika TV. Abi na WhatsApp you want them? Joe Vika TV. Poised to reach you with the truth.
Hello, welcome back. We are always poised to reach you with the truth. Today, I am live with Ijele Speaks. Yeah, that have been what I've been battling with. Ijele, you asked me something about going live. The particular channel you know me with Facebook is having problem to connect. So I'm on Joe Vika TV US. So I'm trying to go live with the just normal phone on this one, on this one, so that you can share from there. But no, it's really having some issue. It's really having some issue. But as we are talking, I'll be going live with the other phone so that you can share because I know you're following me on Joe Vika TV in Bonile. So, but I need to go live with
I'm looking for the Joe Vika TV Bonile. Which other Joe Vika do you say you are live on Facebook so I can share it?
Joe Vika TV US. Type Joe Vika TV.
Okay, let me look for it. US. Okay, I've seen it live.
Okay.
Yeah, let me
share from there.
Okay.
You got it. Okay.
Okay. I've shared. Let's go.
Okay, fine. Wonderful guys, today is the very wonderful day some of you have been expecting, those who know about this program. So I'm live with Ijele, Chukwuka Oforegbu, Nwa Imo State, which I'm like here weekend. I would like you to please introduce yourself, sir. Who is Ijele Speaks? Go ahead,
sir. Waiting for that introduction. My name is Chukwuka Oforegbu, aka Ijele Speaks. So I believe most of the people listening to us would have come across my content here and there and other things I do online. Thank you, and I'm happy to be here this evening.
Thank you. Today, the first question I want to put out to you, because it has been removed everywhere, that you don't like your people. That's the first question. Why do you hate your people? I know you are from Igbo, and when they say your people, simply that they hate Ndi Igbo. Please, what's your response in this question? It has been bothering me. As I'm going to bring you up to speed, up to this program, so that you can defend yourself and tell her, why do you develop unnecessary hatred for your people? Over to you, sir.
Personally, I consider it an insult when someone throws such a question and they expect me to defend my, because I have nothing to defend myself about, and there is no reason no, not for you, sir. I have no reason to defend myself, and I don't have any explanation to give to anybody. Now, when it comes to love and hate, I love people and I hate people, and that's because love and hate are part of human nature. So long you are a human being, you must have love and you must have hate, and anyone who denies it is not being honest to themselves. Love is a part of human nature, in the sense that in life, you are not supposed to, not even supposed, naturally, you can't agree with everyone, and not everyone would agree with you. Now, how you apply love and hate is what determines the type of human being you are. Because if you are going to love, let there be a reason for loving, and if you are going to hate, let there be a reason for hating. Mm-hmm. I love people and I hate people based on their actions towards me and how they perceive me. Okay. Because I don't think I owe any human being any explanation of any sort. Because there are people who would never love you no matter what you do. Exactly. No matter how good the person you think you are. So such words will always be thrown around, and I'm not the type of person that will be blackmailed into swallowing what I don't want just for the sake of getting along with people. And I don't hate you because you are from so place or from another place. No, I love you and hate you based on your character, based on your ideology, based on how you carry yourself, based on how you present yourself to me and who you are to me. You see people that you may never have anything to do with them in life. They don't know you from nowhere. All of a sudden, they will just be telling you, oh, I hate this guy, like he's supposed to be my business. So when it comes to that question, that sometimes such questions kind of throw me off. It throws me in the sense that I don't know where the people asking it are coming from. Now, if we have any difference, let's discuss that difference. Then, if you can't discuss that difference, then get the hell out of my face. Okay. I don't care about you, and you shouldn't care about me either. Now, and when this word, your people, is being bastardized over time, in the sense that whenever you see people use that word, it's usually to get you to shut up. It's usually to get you to go along with things that they can't quite define to you. It's usually when they don't want to answer certain questions. Or please, you may want to leave all these things that it's kind of distracting. Okay. You see people when they are making all those comments, your people, they can't quite define exactly what they mean by your people. Okay. By your people, do you mean people who refuse to embrace the truth? Or should I, because for the fact that you are an Igbo person, when I see you doing any wrong thing, I'm not supposed to correct you, or I'm supposed to go along with every falsehood you're peddling, or things that you can't quite enumerate, you can't adumbrate to its barest minimum. At the sight of any question that may kind of expose any fraudulent activity, you just resort to, oh, you hate your people. You know, it's just one tiresome line they are using. And I think if we are honest to ourselves, we are giving too much energy to such rubbish, and that's why they keep playing it with us. So when it comes to love or hate, I hate and love people equally. Depends on your attitude towards them.
Okay. Your detailed explanation doesn't show you hate nobody. You just help people's character, no matter wherever they come from. Saying your people, those who say your people because of you are from Igbo. So in conclusion, you said you like or love people or hate people based on what they are, what they represent, not because of where they come from. Okay. That is a very well detailed explanation, and I love that. Okay, going forward, it has been speculated that Igbos are marginalized in Nigeria. Do you share that thought? And that is why today they keep on talking about freedom, freedom, freedom. Are Igbos marginalized?
Are Igbos marginalized?
Yes, that's the question.
You see, let me even start by that definition of marginalization. What do we mean by marginalization? There is no single person in Nigeria facing injustice today simply because of where they are from.
Okay.
The only reason you will face injustice in Nigeria is because of class. Are you scrolling? And the type of people you find yourself around.
Okay.
There is absolutely no one in Nigeria today that is being marginalized just purely because of where you are from. There are so many marginalizations ongoing everywhere because, once again, it is human nature. And we live in a world that is ruled by material things. Majority of people have been wired, especially this part of the world, to think towards things instead of people. Now, even the slave is not striving to be free. He is striving to have his own slaves. That's why you see even someone that is insulting the government, saying things are not done with equity, no spirit of equity. Go there and check those that work for them. See how they treat them too. So when it comes to Nigeria, if you are referring to politics, please, there is absolutely nobody marginalizing anybody purely because of where you are from.
Okay.
The only marginalization there is in Nigeria is people who have money and power, oppressing people who they believe they are bigger than. You will see a group of people, they will gather, they know this is the best man for this thing. But because this one doesn't have the financial backing of so-so person, they will go and collect money from this other person and go join forces together and take it from this one and give this person, support this person with the interest they are hoping to get at the end of the day. So when you are talking about marginalization generally, I don't think anyone is being marginalized.
Okay.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah. Even the network is bridging, but I can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Are you hearing me? I kind of lost the picture.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm not off on your own end, because it kind of went off on my own side.
Your internet is a little bit fluctuating. So, but go ahead.
Yes, but it's okay now, right?
Yes.
Now, the marginalization that most people always talk about in the Southeast, when you look at it, you find out there is absolutely little to no substance to what they mean by marginalization. And it's usually because there has never been an Igbo president in Nigeria. Now, if as an Igbo man, you believe that an Igbo man not being the president of Nigeria is the yardstick for you to measure marginalization, there is nothing I will say here today that will convince you that an Igbo man is not being marginalized. Meanwhile, they will not tell you the number of other tribes that have not become presidents in Nigeria. In this same Nigeria, we know that the Hausas are more than us in number. They are more than us in landmass, and there has never been a single Hausa president in Nigeria. But you don't hear them.
What of what's it called? The man that came in, what's his name again? Absalami Abubakar.
Who?
Absalami
Abubakar is a Lupe man. Absalami Abubakar is a Lupe man. He's from Niger State here.
Go ahead.
Those are not Hausas.
Ah, wow.
Those are not Hausas.
Okay. So it's only the full net. Your internet is really fluctuating. Hello,
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, the thing went off now.
Yes. I'm telling you, General Absalami Abubakar is a Lupe man from Niger State.
Okay.
He is not a Hausa man. Babangida is not a Hausa man. Muritala Muhammad was not a Hausa man. Yaradua was not a Hausa man. Tafawa Balewa was not a Hausa man.
Wow.
Are you understand why I use the Hausa is because in Nigeria, you know, there is this injustice we do in this country that we've not taken cognizance of. We say majority tribe. Why would you call other ones minority? Are they not Nigerians? The charter that made up Nigeria did not make anyone majority and did not make anyone minority. So let's use that context of majority as we see it. The Hausas are bigger than us in number. The number of people that speak Hausa more than triple the number of people that speak Igbo in the whole of Nigeria, let alone the whole of West Africa. But you don't hear this thing. Oh, some of these our never do well leaders, where our people not in this Nigeria at the advent of at the end of a colonial rule. Do you see how our people were able to occupy certain positions? Is because of the quality of leaders we had there. Okay. If we had good leaders who know how to play the right politics, they will know how to make the right alliances. Nnamdi Azikiwe won the election in the Western region. So many of our people were able to build, they were able to build alliances everywhere. But in our own generation, we love promoting mediocres. Now, when the mediocre goes up there, we think that someone will come and give you something because you are from there. Who gave Nnamdi Azikiwe during his time?
Nobody.
When our people were occupying all the important positions in Nigeria, who gave them? It's because of the quality of leaders we had there. Because this type of evil politics of personal destruction, self-destruction, destruction of the real people that was, check yourself now in your community. When you want to call someone that will go to the Senate, go and check the best 10 candidates. None of them will make it. But you go to other places, they produce the best, they put their best foot forward. For instance, say whatever you like about you want about Bola Ahmed Tinubu, there is nobody in Yoruba land that has his political sagacity. And look at when he came out. He was able to use his influence to gather people from the north, from the south, everywhere. They stood behind him. And he has the financial backing. Our own, the person that would have been that thing was someone in the form of Chukwuka Oforegbu. What did they do? They destroyed him. The destruction of Chukwuka Oforegbu started from the southeast. So we will destroy the best ones we have. Promote whomever has the best propaganda machine. At the end of the day, when the person goes up there and they will meet the real substance of politics, you can't look at anyone in the southeast and say he is at the standard of Zulum in the north now. Name that person in the southeast. Tomorrow when Zulum comes out, you will see so many people. He has built bridges across the whole Nigeria. everywhere. Who do you think will challenge him when that time comes? It doesn't exist. So in this Nigeria, when Nigeria got independence, everything was in our hand. It was the greed of so many people in our place and the stupidity of majority of our people over Sabi, because we think that we can destroy whomever we want, our own people. And these are people that have that base everywhere. Look at someone like Rochas Okorocha. The insult Rochas Okorocha got from Imo State, from the southeast, has made him a non-entity in Nigeria today. The destruction of Rochas started from where? Look at his very first 4 years. Imagine if they hadn't started such a propaganda against him, where would Rochas have been? At the end of the day, he decided to pay all these people off so they don't stop calling his name. Then he started molding concrete everywhere for us. Yes. Yes. Instead of continuing with his good job, look at what they did to him, and he had to bribe his peace of mind. Now, the idiot he bribed is in Sokoto prison now. He has destroyed the name of Rochas. All of his mates, even in this ADC now, where is Rochas' name? You don't get it anywhere. They've ruined him. They've ruined him. So at the end of the day, when you come, you bring people who are novices, nobodies. And the ones that you want to even be lights for the future, they would want to poison that chalice. Look at someone like Alex Oti. With the work, Alex Oti is not a perfect governor. It's not my own kind of a perfect governor, but from what we have in the Southeast, there is no denying that he's trying. Look at where Abia State used to be before he came, and look at where Abia State is today.
Exactly.
But then, this IPOB nonsense has poisoned his stock. Whether you like it or not, it has poisoned his stock.
How? Please explain.
Tomorrow, you think this is bromance with IPOB and all this nonsense, and he will not want to go against them, so they don't say you are against your people, just like the first question you asked me. But that thing has made him a local champion. Why
okay, don't you think? Hold on, sir. Don't you think he is trying to allow these guys not to cause insecurity, like the way insecurity is ravaging Imo State?
A sitting governor. What are you telling me? A sitting governor. If I had 20% of his resources, they don't burn anybody where to do that nonsense in my state.
Now,
let alone a sitting governor.
I trust you for that one.
They don't burn anybody where. And these are the things I'm saying. For the sake of tomorrow, nobody has that vision, most of them. This tunnel vision with which they rule is the problem. And not me. The people who will use against him. Oh, network. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, you come back. Okay, before we continue, we need to take a little break. Just we need to take a break and take a, would have taken advice from one of my sponsors, but let's take a break. Fellows and viewers, friends and well-wishers, I want to thank those who have been gifting me on TikTok. I see your good work. Kafaj, who again, man of God, all of you who have been gifting me on TikTok, thank you so much. I really appreciate your kind gift. Keep the gift coming, and God will keep blessing you for us. Today I am live with a very good brother, a patriotic brother indeed. Why I'm bringing him to this stage is something happened yesterday. Before I tell you what really happened yesterday, let me take a break. When I come back, I will share with you why I brought him to this particular platform. Let's take a break.
Moral Interactive, Chukwuka TV, poised to reach you with the truth.
Yes, this is Chukwuka TV. We are always poised to reach you with the truth and nothing but the truth. Today, once again, I said I'm live with my brother, my friend, Chukwuka Oforegbu Ijele Speaks, a man who has stood his ground making sure that he exposes what he doesn't feel comfortable with. So why I brought him to this platform today, something happened a couple of days ago. I went somewhere for a business transaction. You know, you guys know that I do a lot of businesses. It was a car business, a Venza. So I wanted to go and buy that Venza. I'm going to be shipping to all of my clients back to Nigeria. So when I got there, the number they gave me, I called it. The guy came with a man. When the man saw me, he said, "This man, see this man." He was pointing hand at me. And I know actually people always point at me. That's why sometimes I don't go for Igbo occasion here in America. I don't really go because I discovered that people say they hate me, that I'm against them, I'm against my people, blah, blah, blah. And just like Ijele said, people are entitled to their opinion. But the guy said, I said, "Why do you hate me? Because I'm exposing the wickedness you guys committed." He said, no. If it is the work you guys are doing in Osu local government, you are my best friend. And I'm from Osu. I'm from Oru. That Ijele has helped him, that peace, people are coming back. Immediately he said it. I said, "I now remember. I want to go and bring this my brother, who they hated him alongside with me because we are exposing evil." Now, you made a trip to Mother Value. The speculation to some people, they say that you have been paid to come and buy your people. That's why you are leading the team. And some say, "Are you a military man? Who are you to lead that mission?" But for me, having known the people of Osu, it's like I'm from there. It's like I'm from there. Having known them, they are my people. I've lived there, I've stayed there, they know me, I know them. I can see the peace that is coming back. That's why, for me, you have a thumbs up for your mission also. What will you tell those who say that you are going there because you have been paid to buy your people? Please just take 5 seconds, 5 minutes, 3 minutes to explain yourself on this topic before we move to the next. I will begin to run down. Go ahead, sir.
Please, I was having a connection
problem. So you didn't hear the question very well? Hello? Did you say you didn't hear the question very well? Hello, sir.
Please, I didn't get the heart of. I didn't get the heart of the question. Can you please repeat that question again? Let me.
They said that your mission to Mother Valley is because you were paid to buy your people. That's why you led the mission, the military, to go and buy your people in Mother Valley.
You know, when you hear ignorance speaking, as a wise person, is clear. And the person that is talking that nonsense, am I the chief of army staff or am I the brigade commander or that leading the operation, or am I the garrison commander that led the
internet? Nigeria internet.
Oh, this network. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead now. Yeah, go ahead now.
Okay. I don't know, the stupidity of that question oozes to high heavens. Like, I need to be paid to do my patriotic duty. You know, most of them, when you hear them talk, our people, these are liars, criminals. Let me give you, for instance, any of them that has a platform that is not moving forward, and they know that their words cannot stand on its own. They just love to attach it to Igbo-ness. Our people, in order to gather people and make it as if they belong.
Yeah.
Then you have people that don't need to put those words before anything that they show it by character. I myself am somebody who believes that every single man owes it to his society to keep his society safe. And I don't need anybody to pay me to do what I know I have the capacity to do. All of a sudden, a bunch of criminals took guns and started destroying our land, and you expect people like us who can also confront them to sit down and fold our arms, then what makes us men? What makes us men? This is why I told you the Igbo people of today, they've lost their way, because in the time of the old, it is time like this that you know those who are the actual men of the land. And it's the men that protect the land. It is the duty of every man to stand up and defend his society. And in defending my society, if it means going out in the front line to meet these bastards, if it means going to march you down, I will not. I'm the last person anyone can threaten. So when they were threatening me, they thought I would sit down and take it.
Exactly.
I will meet you. I will meet you in the battlefield. Let's settle it like men. So why are you crying now? You called for it. You say you are ready for a fight. Now we brought the fight. Why are you complaining? Do I need anyone to pay me to deal with you? You say you are looking for me, and you dared me as Onyibo to come back to Anibo.
And you took the battle to their camp.
You were expecting me. You were expecting me to cower under the bed. You were expecting me to, like, why am I the mafia?
Okay.
Why then am I who? Why then am I who I am if I can't take you up on your challenge? No, you people threw down the gauntlet, it up, and I told you to come. Let's settle it once and for all. So why are you crying? You called for the challenge. You were shouting, "Who say men no day?" And we are telling you that we are the real men. And we want to show you that we are the real men. So why are you crying?
Okay.
Why are you crying? Why are you complaining?
Okay. One more question, a follow-up to that. Somebody is asking, his name is Afam Ezani. When you talked about Alex Otis supporting IPOBians, he said, then why are you also not talking against northern governors who are behind Boko Haram and Gumi them? He said, why are you not against those people? That's a question from Afam Ezani. So, your response, sir.
Can you show me a place I'm supporting anybody that is supporting Gumi? Is this stupid? You know, some of these people are just too useless. I am from the southeast, so I should leave my place and concern myself over what is happening in the north. Not as if that even you yourself talking that rubbish knows what is going on there. Okay, since this week, they've arrested almost all the people that carried out major attacks in the north, and they happen to be Christians, and they happen to be from the same Plateau State. So why do you keep concerning yourselves with something that doesn't concern you? What you have no business with. I'm talking about my place. You know, these people are just too mad. Their brains are too fried. I don't need to. These are all these things. The reason some of these questions keep popping up is because you people give energy to such rubbish. Any person that is asking such questions should be treated like a child. You shouldn't be giving energy to such rubbish, because this is why another fool will come tomorrow to be asking you that. How does that question sound to the hearing of the fool that asked it?
Okay, thank you, my brother. How does that question? Now, what is your take on this video? I know you must have seen it.
Da kanana muna kuka zuwa gaban gwamnati. Shekaru da bakwai. Ba mu da shugaba a kasar Ijele. Mun zama uwa, mun zama yaro da ba uba ba uwa. Mun zama maraya, muna yawo a titi. Ba mai taimakon mu. Ba mace da magashi. Ko wani zai wani abu ba wanda zai ci mishi kudi. Yara mu sun zama abin da sun zama. Saboda ba mu da.
Honestly, I've not seen that video. Where is it from?
This is women from Plateau State, where these guys massacred them on Pentecost Sunday. So the women came out complete stark naked. Our Christ said, we don't have protection, we don't have government.
First off, please, I'm against women getting naked like this, like to make what point? And two,
yeah. Okay.
I'm second, please hold on. I'm against killing of anybody.
Okay.
I don't know, like, do we need to emphasize on this more than we've done it? Who in their right mind is in support of the buying of people?
But you are supporting Tinubu, who kept quiet and this thing is happening.
What was he supposed to do? Was he, wait, you have, and another thing is this. What are those communities doing? This is my question. What are those communities? Why are people so stupid? Why are people so weak like this? You mean you can't guide your society? And one thing you people don't know about what is going on in the North is this, like what I just enumerated right now. Every single one caught so far have been Christians, and you are not living there. I'm not living there. Just like when it was happening in our place, they were shouting Fulani Hespe. Once again, I don't know the people that did that. I condemn it. I condemn it. Why is it even a topic? Why is it even a topic?
No, why is the topic?
Let every community, no, please, let every community protect their place. Let people leave all this nonsense, and whenever something happens, they just want to use it to prove a point instead of getting to the root of it and make sure it doesn't happen again. What is the job of the governor? The governor is a Christian. They have a governor. There is a reason they have a governor in that state. What is the job of the governor? How much is his security vote? What's the job of the fucking governor?
Let me
respond. Why are we politicizing insecurity?
Ijele, I beg to disagree with you a little bit. You know, that's one of the problem of Nigeria. They refuse to decentralize police, military. Even for the military should be for the federal, but at least police. The governor cannot do anything except the orders are coming from the federal. So they are somehow.
It is Jovika, don't say that thing. If you don't, please, if you don't know how the governors function in Nigeria, you don't know the power of the governors, then don't get into the topic. Hope Uzodinma can remove the commissioner of police tomorrow. You don't need to have state police before it happens.
Okay, there was a time. Sorry.
Hold on, please.
Okay.
If the governor calls Mr. President, he doesn't even need to call Mr. President to change that commissioner of police. Are you understanding me? Most of these people, they collect security vote. They don't even care about their people. How many of them are even mobilizing the police? Do you know that many of these people, the only time they give police money is just when they want them to go arrest a poor person that says something against them? You people don't even know the power of these governors. Do you know that you as a governor, you can tell the police service commission, the head of the police service commission, that you don't need this commissioner of police. This evening, he will leave that place immediately. You people don't know the power of the governors or what? What are the security votes for? The governor of Plateau State is a Christian. Every single person ruling all those communities, these are Christians. Come to Abuja here, see them buying homes, buying everything. All the mining sites in that place, they own those mining sites, own both the Chinese, the Europeans, all those that are mining things. If they see something on your land, tomorrow some boys will come and finish every single person there. They will say it's Boko Haram, which nonsense Boko Haram. Who are they kidding in this country?
Okay,
if you people don't know.
The story we heard from the youth leader of that community where they massacred the people, they came out en masse to attack the hoodlums. The army barricaded them, gave protection to the hoodlums. Did he hear that story?
Weird. The army, where you Jovika as an elderly person, there are stories that when you hear it, you should not even be giving energy to it. The army will not, like, what story? Where do you people buy these nonsense stories from?
Okay. Do you know why I buy that story?
Will not barricade people. Like, when all this nonsense, when I hear that thing and I hear the type of people sharing it, like, I want to spit on them, then I come and hear it from someone like you.
Where
has that happened before?
Do you know why I believe it? Now, I have interviewed a lot of military guys who are running away, who kind of award that they have gone from military. Number one, they said
the military guys you are talking about, are they different from these ones I know? Are they different from
why
these ones I know?
Most of them are from Southeast.
That's why I'm asking you. Are they different from? Do you know that you now, if the easiest access you can get to the military, is giving them any vital information against any attack? Are you aware?
But what
are you aware with any vital information you can meet the chief of army staff?
Yeah, but how come when this military are going for Boko Haram, they will ambush them? Most time they will hear because they said the repentant Boko Haram are in the military. Why that?
Which Boko Haram? Remember, this is another nonsense you people keep repeating. The army has come before. When Christopher Musa was the chief of defense staff, he has come out and said, if you know that person, come and bring the person out. Why do you people keep buying this nonsense? All this rubbish, they will peddle it, and you have all this nonsense yellow media we have in Nigeria. You people will be peddling that rubbish. Where? Do you know what it takes to get into the Nigerian military? Do you know what it takes to get into the Nigerian military? You people keep believing this rubbish.
Okay, no problem. I'll bring you some of the videos from media houses.
Bring them.
Didn't you see
if any of them will put their name to it? See if any of them will put their name to it. Let them swear their affidavit to it.
Okay.
See if one like this will swear affidavit to it.
Have you seen on the social media they repented?
I'm telling you, see if one person will swear, will go to court, swear an affidavit to it.
Okay. Okay.
Tell one person to go and swear affidavit to it. They will tell you internal source, one anonymous source, this and that. Like, why do you people keep repeating this nonsense?
Okay.
Army? Now, do you know what is Nigeria Army?
Okay. Based on what you said about the Commissioner of Police, I remember in River State, I wanted to refer to somebody called my attention to it. In River State, Wike had a problem with the Commissioner of Police. It was back and forth before he was able to be removed. Fubara, is it Fubara? No, I don't think Fubara had the problem with
it. Why are you talking like a child? Why are you speaking like you don't know that River State is a peculiar case? That there is a Wike between Wike and Fubara who owns River State. Stop using that peculiar case to judge, apply on the whole. I'm telling you, as Hope Uzodinma is today, if he doesn't like the face of the Commissioner of Police, he must stay tomorrow. He will remove him. He will remove him.
But he cannot remove him without taking orders from the IGP.
With all that, because he has no problem with the presidency.
Okay.
Why are you using what? See, for instance, Jovika, you have this element of egoism in you. If they ask you how many fingers does the woman being have, you will say 5. But the Mexican goalkeeper Ochoa has 6. Now, will you say because Ochoa has 6, you say that woman being have 6 fingers? So why are you concentrating on only that one?
I'm not concentrating
because you have an agenda.
No, listen. Please. I'm not concentrating, but it's part of what is
there is no commissioner of police a governor cannot remove today, this evening. Okay. Quote me anywhere.
Okay. In conclusion of our program, we have done 43 minutes already because my program normally lasts for 1 hour, so that when people that watch later will not spend much of their time and their data to watch. We are rounding up in the next 15 minutes thereabout. One more question or two. I have 2 more questions for you. And those of you watching from the line, please, if you think you have any question for him, you can please write it up. What we don't condone is abusive words, like some of you that are making some derogatory statement against me, that you are disappointed in me. And my question for you, since you have been appointed with me, what have I gained from you? You that is disappointed with me. Since you have been appointed with me, how much did I make from your being appointed with me? So you better to be disappointed because I'm not making anything for you. So you can go ahead and be disappointed with me. Nobody cares your appointment. That's one. Then if you're also throwing some words on Ijele, that means I don't know. You are just behaving like whatever you write. By your comment, we shall know you.
I know Kuku they see their comments. So all those ones now you and them go to do that one. Me, I get person time.
Okay. That's somebody's Prince Armstrong Livingstone. Isn't to get into the military, but it's okay. That should be talked for another day. So another question I have for you, my brother, is your love for APC cannot be hidden. But I remember during the time of Goodluck Jonathan or PDP era, I know what they did. But immediately APC came on board. This country the economy got shattered. An example, I remember because even when I was in Nigeria, I normally go to buy vehicle from Cotonou to Nigeria. That time, I'll be having Naira in my pocket, but when I want to carry safer, I will carry in a carton. Because 1 million Naira, 2, 3, 4 million Naira, I will see 20,000 safer, 200,000 safer. It will be loaded. But today, the reverse is the case because APC is in power. But unfortunately, you are vehement on opposing anybody who is against this particular government. Both from Buhari down to Jagaban, they mess the economy up. Look at how much is dollar today. Look at how much a bag of rice. Look at how much is cement. And what have you? But you still support this kind of administration. What is the reason? What informed your decision to support them in the midst of incompetency? Please go ahead, sir.
Jovika, when you talk like this, you speak like someone who has a kindergarten idea on finance, and it seems you have this tunnel vision on finance and how things work. The safer you are talking, the only reason safer is a bit stable is this manipulation by the French. Of course, you know that Naira is controlled by the Bank of England, true of course.
Go ahead.
So, and this is fiat currency. If not for this AES, SEFA would have been on the floor like this. But the French are manipulating it because they don't want to lose the rest of their interest over there. Now, every single currency you know in the world, let me use the Turkish lira, for instance. 2011, $1 was 1.4 Turkish lira, like $100 will give you 140 lira. Today, do you know how much it is? Do you know by how many percentage it is? You know by how many percentage points? Now, what you people fail to do is purchasing power parity. What is the purchasing power? You are talking about rice. How much is a kilogram of rice in the USA where you are? And how much is 25 kg of rice in Nigeria? Huh? Your electricity.
I don't think you should bring any comparison in America to Nigeria.
Why shouldn't you?
If you want to go into comparison, a lot of things doesn't have any balance.
Listen,
how much is minimum wage in Nigeria?
Don't know how much is
minimum wage in America?
Even
minimum wage in America.
That is where I'm going to directly. That is where I'm going to direct. That is exactly where I'm going to. We are talking about that minimum wage.
Good.
That minimum wage you are talking about. How much is that? Is a crate of egg in America with that your minimum wage there? And how much is a crate of egg here?
Okay. How much is a crate of egg in Nigeria?
Not even. Pardon?
How much is a crate of egg? Let's take that comparison now. Let's go. How much is a crate of egg in Nigeria now?
One egg is 200 naira. One egg is 200 naira. If you want to use it by crates in Nigeria, how much is it in the USA?
I buy a crate. Is at $10, $12, as the case may be.
How many inside for that? They are small crate. How many for that? They are small crate. Check $10 in Nigeria is how much? See, see the problem we have in Nigeria here. We always want to use these fake metrics that are using to calculate things abroad. In Nigeria, in this Nigeria you are seeing, I'm not spending up to $1 million a month. But $1 million cannot last me in the USA. With the type of life I'm living in Abuja, with every expenses, if I want to live the way I'm living in Abuja in the USA, how much do you think I'll be spending?
Please, I want us to do this comparison well. A bottled water is costing how much there in Nigeria? Do you remember?
This is one of the most expensive. It's 2,600. I buy it by 12. Okay. 2,600. Yes.
12 is 2,600. 12.
Yes.
Okay. Here by 36 in a can.
How many CL? How many CL is that? How many CL? How many CL is that? This is 75. This is 75 CL. How many CL do you have there?
Yeah, let me check. The CL here is
this is 75 CL. This is 75 CL. How many CL is that yours?
They go by milliliter here. They go by milliliter. 500 milliliter. I don't know. That's what I have here. They go by milliliter.
This is 50 CL. That is 50 CL you have. It's not up to see. My own is 750 milliliter.
Okay, fine. This
one
is
750. So hold on, I'm coming. How many in a box? Your own is how many?
That's a 12. This one has a 12. This big one like this has the one that has 12. All right, internet network.
No, wait now. Your own. Oh, please let me use another this thing for you. See, if I want to buy this thing in the streets now, it's 215 naira. If you want to buy one in the streets,
let's work with that. Let's work with that.
I'm coming. 215 naira. This particular one. If you want to buy it in the streets, the last time I went to Geneva, I was buying that 50 CL. 4.75 francs. So let's say it's 400 and something, 4.5 euro.
Okay.
Although the Swiss francs, just let's leave it at 4.5 euros. Where how much buy? So when you check how much people are making there and how much they are buying the things, that place, you see how much. So when you are calculating the exchange rate, also calculate the purchasing power parity. 1 kilogram of beans there is how much?
Beans.
1 kg of beans, yes.
You know, I just go there. We buy by whatever that comes from Nigeria. I buy most of my commodities. But let's talk with you. A bag of rice
that is in there. Let's use something else that is in there.
A bag of rice.
Something else. 1 kilogram of don't say bag of rice. 1 kilogram of rice is how much there where you are?
I buy in bags.
In bag. That bag is how many kg?
I don't even check. I just go pay. There's a bag I bought.
You don't have rice in your kitchen.
Okay, let me.
You don't have rice in your kitchen.
I have. You want me to go bring it?
Go check how many kg is on that rice.
Let me bring
it.
Okay, now I have this one here. I'm not going to advertise for these people.
Check how many kg there.
So this one has about what's the kg? Okay, this one is In Nigeria, this bag is now about quarter bag.
No, they will write the quantity there. But what is the quantity of that rice?
Where do they put all this in? I just go buy rice. 45 kg, 1 over cup, 145 gram. No, sorry, please, let me get it right.
That is 4.5 kg. That is 4.5 kg now.
Okay. Keep saying.
That is 4.5 kg. How much do you buy it?
I bought this tag with $20. I bought this one $20. This particular one.
And how much is $20 in naira?
Go ahead and check the bag. I'm not in Nigeria. What I'm judging
how much is $20 in naira? Then in Nigeria, full 50 kg of rice is how much?
How much? Tell me. Let's do that comparison bag. It's very important.
In the north here, we have 38,000, we have 42, we have 45. Are you understanding?
It just came down in this
the north here.
The price just slashed. Before it was 70. 80.
No, where no they plant. No. Now southeast where they know they plant food. Now southeast where they know they plant food. For not here. He get 38. He get 40, 42 day. In fact, if you die, Damawa 28 God day. Fresh rice, no store. 28 day. So are you understanding? So all this
we are in one Nigeria. Hold on, sir. We are in one Nigeria. Now, one minimum wage, the same amount, both Adamawa and Southeast. Why the disparity in prices of commodities?
Now, this is it's cultural difference. You people refuse to work. What is your agricultural budget? You say the corruption in agriculture for your own state, farmers fertilizer. Here your ecological fund, their body.
No, I know they do that one in
the rice program. Buhari did. I'm coming. The rice program Buhari did everywhere. Where is your state own? You see the problem here.
Who is responsible?
Ụfọdụ decide ịrụ ọrụ, ụfọdụ ama ọrụ, apụta na-ebe. Some people refuse to work. Fold your arms. There is no state governor that the money has not tripled. And we are waiting for them to beg. The people that say they love their people, they need to beg you to triple the salaries of your people. They need to beg you to do your agricultural program. Everybody at Chirakachisa, Tirokotisa, Lebe APC, Beshinike, keep crying.
Why I'm begging APC governors Ndi Kuroku na APC product. APC election that gave us those governors.
How do you mean APC product? The ones who know APC product, or therefore surrounding Kegi. The problem I'm here is the cultural difference, the culture of evil, the culture of greed, the culture of stealing, thieving, ordinary blood. So all this crime, except we decide to tell ourselves the truth, and everybody face their problem where they are. Look at Lagos State. Look at Lagos State. You see, imagine if other governors are building what they are building over there, and you think the wealth will not flow around. President. Keep defending failures.
Okay. Thank you for your submission. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. And I saw how sorry, this guy you don't have a name. I don't think you can participate. Sorry, bro. Yeah.
Evangelist Moses. I spoke with you the other day.
Okay, because sometimes all this is fake account. Okay, I remember the man from this end. Okay, what's your question for my guest? What's the question for my guest? Yes, I remember. Okay, your question. I just want to listen.
The book of Amos chapter 3 verse 3 says, can two work together? The Bible went ahead and said, no, they cannot work together unless they agree.
Okay.
You are a man of God, and by the special grace of God, you have the anointing in you. I will tell you, when you go to your closest, and when you're praying, try to pray and ask God about who is this person talking, this Ijele. Yes, he represents.
No, let me help you in that matter. I'm not here for religious. Yeah, I'm discussing politics. And it has to do with my people.
It's also good for you to try to pray for God to tell you the person you are interacting with.
I don't need to pray because I just see him as somebody who has a message for the people. So, because I'm not discussing any biblical discussion. We are not in the Bible discussion. So let's whenever we're talking about this, has to do with the society. And this is somebody, please, when you join, mute. Please. Mute yourself, number one. Okay. So, and there's nothing to pray about to know who he is.
I'm going somewhere. Just get 2 or 3 questions. Let's do.
Okay.
Don't waste your time.
I don't think you have a question for him. Since what you're telling me is
I have question for him.
Okay, just go direct to the question. Leave whatever.
He loves people so much, and he's always working. He's working to make sure that peace in Igbo and just Igbo land is peaceful. But this question I want to give him is: I have seen him several times, boasting that he's going to buy everybody. He'll buy, including a child of 3 years.
Okay.
Then he also said the somebody talking in this nature, he will buy. It's only person that can buy that can talk such a thing.
Okay.
Like someone like me, I don't like seeing blood. I can never say I'll buy anybody.
Okay. I've understood your question. I've understood your question. Let's take one question, please, sir. You just said something. Allow us to
get to something. Please get to someone else. Remove that food. Which kind of nonsense stuff?
Please, Ijele, hold on. Does anybody have another question? Because we are running off now. One question for him before we shut it down for the day. Yeah.
Please, I just wanted to ask the young man. He prayed to God to ask him who is Ijele. Let him tell us what God told him and in what language.
No, don't throw question at him. He has told me. I've also responded to him. I'm not going to pray anything. Ijele is my Igbo brother, and I'm having here as someone who has knowledge in politics. Let him share his mind. I'm not talking about religion, please. Telling me to go and ask him to what did God tell him? No, it doesn't come. Leave him. He has his own. Who?
The user, the guest, not Ijele.
Okay.
The other guest, I know it's in Germany, the fake pastor in Germany.
No. He can't. No, he can't. Oh, hold on, sir. You can't call him fake pastor, please. And he's not my guest. My guest is Ijele. If you guys don't have question, let me throw my last question to him so that he can go. He has something to go.
I want to talk about the host.
So, please, it's okay. Okay, Ijele, thank you for coming for this wonderful program. I'm still going to have you again. In conclusion, what do you think you can... Who's making noise in the background? What is your advice to this present government? No, you are trying to exonerate the APC-led government of Jagaban. What it has to do with insecurity. It's only he is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. You forgot to do that. Yes, even if the governor can remove a commissioner, the issue of insurgencies had to do with the military. And Jagaban is the commander-in-chief. How many times has he visited the scene of the incidences that is happening in the north? Let me leave about the south. They are trying a little bit in the south. I'm very happy with what they are doing. But you have led them. It's continue the same measure. What is it doing to take up the same measure in the north? Look at the plateau. When I ask you, keep on saying Christian. I'm not talking about religion here. I'm talking about whether it's Christian that are buying them, whether it's a Muslim. Can he do something to stop the buying in the north, Benue, Plateau, Borno, and Kaduna? What have you? That is my own.
Please. The number of territory being controlled by insurgents in Nigeria today is not bigger than what they used to control before.
But the
problem is, please, it's a lie. It's a bloody lie. It depends on when you started paying attention. The thing is, this week alone, how many successes have we registered? This week alone.
Ijele is answering. Allow him to answer.
The military, the police network. This network.
Go ahead now.
Hello?
I can hear you now.
Are you getting me?
Mm-hmm.
Just go to the Army Facebook page right now. This week alone, can you count the successes recorded? We have a useless media space in Nigeria whereby when something happens, they will blow it out of proportion. The moment the successes start coming in, everybody will shut up. When was the last time we recorded this level of success? And it is a great disservice to these young boys in the desert. Look at how vast Nigeria is. These boys will risk their lives to be going after all these criminals. They will be killing them, recording successes, and the whole media will pretend not to be seeing it. Go to the Army website. No. Go to their Facebook page. And see so many successes they've recorded. Just because they have an agenda, and the idiots that think they can wrestle power by preaching only bad news will only be feeding people with negative news. Don't you notice that this is by design? Oga, we have not recorded the level of success that we are recording this time around. Don't take my word for it. Go to the Army website and see it. Go to the Army Facebook page and see it. Go to the police. Nobody wants to talk about the successes. It is only when a bad thing happens.
Go ahead.
You cannot stop evil people from carrying out evil.
Thank you.
But at least when our people are risking their lives, how many boys, young boys, boys that I'm older than, boys that are younger than my younger brother, dying to keep this country safe, and their sacrifices are never ever mentioned. There will be, all these agenda, let them carry it out from now till tomorrow. At the end of the day, we'll know where we're waiting for them. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll meet soon.
No problem. But there was a speculation, because this is the last question. I'm not going to ask another one. They said you ate their money in Turkey. I mean, the IPOB. That is why you had problems. don't laugh. You were. Were you once a member of IPOB? Oh, bro. Why not? Is that what? You say you will not answer?
Jovic, are you asking your question, or you just want to make me laugh?
Okay, so now they said that you had problem with them in Turkey because as a member of what people you were, when they didn't allow you to eat the money, they chased you away, blah, blah, blah. Were you once a member of IPOB? This is the last question for today.
Jovic, how many times will you ask these questions? And you have heard me.
But I've not asked you my show.
Okay. You know, I've never been their member for once.
Okay.
I've never. So all these their nonsense stories.
Okay. Somebody say Paparazzi say want to lend his voice before you finish up. Sorry. Paparazzi, go ahead.
I'm not hearing it.
You know, IPOB, if my very good brother and ally, Chukwuka Oforegbu, was their member, they have published their receipts.
Okay.
It's not that couldn't do.
He make a point. Because that's why I want him to react. So sorry.
They have their bio data. They have a form of identification register. They would have published his
exactly.
They would have published their register.
Exactly.
Register of their members. At least they would have cropped up just crop where his name is as a member and unit or whatever organization. These people are.
Let me tell you what you said about because of time, please. Let me tell you what you said. He said that if these guys are truth saying that you're a member, what stops them from publishing your name, publishing where you earn the money, publishing whatever? But they just make speculation. Even Sonkwa said it that you earn the money of the IPOB. That's why you're having problem with them. Please round up the question and let's go from there for today. So
that one he will come and explain it very well. I'm just doing one or two things. He will come and explain that one. No be he will explain it at least he's the one that I know where to go and catch him. He will come and explain it very well. So let them all of them come and bring the evidence and all that. Thank you so much, my brother. Don't be minding all those bastards. Useless head of it.
Thank you, my brother, for coming for this show. Wonderful, guys. We can continue the discussion on TikTok. But I need to let him go for now. He has another appointment. Thank you for honoring my invitation. We are going to continue on TikTok, maybe Facebook. So let's interact in this line of action where we have discussed so far. So the truth of the matter is that Ijele has never been a member of IPM. Those of you, I've been telling this privately, and you heard what he said now. He's going to tackle anybody who made that declaration in court of law. So if you're among those who keep on writing, if they ate money, be ready to face the law at the right time. Because I know he has never been a member. He has also shared his story on Yambabak Bam Studio, how they beef up the quarrel he had with Nnamdi Kanu. So some of you who also tag me, my topic is not about IPOB, but that's something can bring something. So at this juncture, I want to say goodbye to those of you on TikTok and those of you on YouTube and Facebook, Jovika TV US. I'm going to continue my life on Jovika TV Ndibonile on Facebook and TikTok because I have a couple of brothers who have joined me. Let's discuss about insecurity in Nigeria. What is APC doing to curtail? He is saying that they are recording success, but for me, I'm not seeing any success. So if you're the one supporting APC, let's take it on TikTok now. Then if you are the one supporting that insecurity is not being managed, we need to discuss it. Jibril is here to talk, Paparazzi, Michael, and all the rest of you. So let me go off on YouTube now, and I'll continue with the TikTok and Facebook. Thank you guys for joining me. If you don't get information, you are already deformed. And remember, if you have not started following Jovika TV, just do it right now.
If you no get information, you are already deformed. Why not go to your YouTube? Jovika TV. You want come for Facebook? Jovika TV. Instagram and Twitter. Jovika TV. Abi you want come for TikTok? Jovika TV. Abi na WhatsApp you want come? Jovika TV. Jovika TV. poised to reach you with the truth.